Hey everyone, wanted to do a demo. This is my Akai X crossfield head. It's an X360D, made in 1969, as per the caps in there. So to do a quick record demo, I've got media player on the background. Hopefully YouTube won't mute this too. Now, real quick, this has the Compumatic. What they call it's the Compumatic, and I can turn my line levels down. I don't think it works on the mic, but the line levels you can have misadjusted, and you as soon as you put a signal to it, it'll adjust to the center line automatically. Oops. This is what's coming off of the tape. And that's what's going onto the tape. So there's a little bit more clarity coming off the tape because of the crossfield head in these things. There's a shower going on in the background too. This is automatic reverse. It'll play back only in the reverse direction, but it'll do automatic reverse using sensing foil once it crosses this post, or you could set the reverse-o-matic, which is a little dial that spins, and once it hits a certain point, you have to preset it. And it'll auto reverse for you. I'm talking, I wasn't paying attention. So let's play back what we just recorded. Now these controls here, they're not, what do you call that, one touch. You have to hit stop and then do fast forward, reverse, rewind, or fast forward. And I went too far. This demo's going great. That thing kind of bounces around a little bit until it gets settled. But that's what we just recorded. Sensing foil on the outside of this tape. I'm going to have something previously recorded on the next side. This deck's pretty cool. It has all these features. It does not have a pause button though. But it will play, it has a magnetic brake control, they call it, and based on that and also the tension as it's playing, there's 3 different settings. There's 1/2 mil, 1 mil, and standard for, depending on the thickness of the tape, you know, to try to keep it from stretching. Thicker tape, you could be a little bit more tense with it. Also, we'll do an automatic shut off. If you flip this knob and the tape runs out, it shuts the deck, it powers it down. And there's the chinchilla. Rewind. Now rewind and fast forward, you don't have to hit stop in between, but it's the braking action. Let's see, where's my mic? Bear with me. Testing 1, 2. Turn that off. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. Left. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is the right. Testing 1, 2, 3. 2. Left. Testing 1 2 3. Is it right? Testing 1 2 3. Now this deck I've actually had it in storage for about a month. I went through the entire thing and replaced all the electrolytic capacitors on both record boards as well as the playback board, and there's also a control board for the Matic. All the electrolytic caps have been replaced on that. There's a system control board in here with about a dozen relays on it. Those things are kind of problem prone with the way that they took the traces from one side of the board to the other, as they had a little solder hole. So anyways, that has been completely taken apart, and all the relays have been cleaned, and all the solders have been redone on it. So the control board's good. Everything is pretty nice in here. All the controls cleaned with De-Oxit D5, and then I let it dry for 12 hours, thereabouts. Sometimes longer, and then I use Fader Lube on everything. So all the controls work, you know, just like they should come out of the box. This thing does 4 speeds. It does 7.5, 3 3/4, and 1 7/8, and the 1 7/8 is kind of unique. It'll also do 15 inches per second. Must you do this now, Chi-Chi? Underneath the tape head cover, there are a couple of things here. There's a Capstan sleeve and a nut, and also another pinch roller that's just a little bit smaller to accommodate the putting the bigger sleeve on there. You run it, you have this set for 7.5, and you put this on there as well as a sleeve, and I could do that now, what the heck. And you're going to run it 15 inches per second. So both those are a little unique, unusual. You don't see that a lot. 15 inches and 1 7/8. And the rubber is like new on these pinch rollers. So anyways, that's 50 inches per second on this deck. Pretty cool. Again, it's a pretty unique deck. It's got the reverse-o-matic, has the Matic, which is pretty cool. That's actually something I would use. Automatically set your record levels. 4 speeds, 15, 7.5, 3 3/4, and 1 7/8. Also has a volume control here for a headphone. All these knobs too, when I took them all off, these are solid aluminum knobs. They're not plastic hub with a aluminum shell over them. They're solid aluminum. Now all this is metal. There's not really anything that I can see. There's no scratches on the front. The plastic on the meters is pretty good. There's no real scratches in there either. It's just I could have cleaned it better, I think. What was the other thing I was going to say? This bounce I don't care for too much, but it kind of floats away. Shoot. Oh, and all these screws still have there's a small washer underneath each one. Usually, as people monkey with these things over the years, the washers get lost, the wrong screws get put in the wrong place. But everything's good on this. It has all that, so it's really a pretty complete deck. There was a problem in this right-hand corner that the previous owner, or maybe a couple owners ago, something happened and the wood case got a horrible chip in it. So what I did is I filled it and then sanded the whole thing down and put red mahogany stain, and then I put lacquer, I think 4 or 5 coats of a clear lacquer gloss on it. So it looks pretty good. It's a little darker than the original one. And here's the case cover too. There's a couple of impressions in it. I didn't want to sand down through the veneer, so you know it has some character. What do you call those? Character marks on it. It's a really nice. I mean, I pulled all the metal off and everything and went through it. So I really didn't want to. This is one of those that I kind of. It's so unique. I really wanted to hang on to it, but you know the kids need food too. So, the belts in here are also new. There are a few, I think there's two, actually a belt here, it hits an idler and another belt, as well as a third belt. So this thing has about 3 or 4 belts in it. Again, it's been a while since I've been in this. But anyways, wanted to, that's my demo. How's that for rambling? I don't know if I probably could have done this a little cleaner, but it's late. It's late for me. I appreciate you guys looking. Hope you like it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out, how cool are those meters? Complete black face with 1 mark on each side for 0 dB. How cool is that, though? I love it. It's really a cool looking deck. Anyways, thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate you looking.